My Let's Play. Give me 1 second. And there's my notice that I've gone live. Alright. So I decided I'm going to play Elder Scrolls Online today. And while we're playing this, we're going to go ahead and create a new character. Now, I messed around with this a little earlier, so I wanted to actually create a new character and broadcast this so people can see what the new tutorial area looks like, because I think it looks pretty cool. And I kind of like the way that the story's going for new characters that are new people that are getting into Elder Scrolls as far as the main storyline for this game, because that's the one thing that Elder Scrolls Online has done amazing, is they really make it to where it is a single player experience where with everybody else, and they've just gone above and beyond in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new character here. We're going to, let's see, I think I'm going to go with the Admiri Dominion. Now, I personally have the collector's edition of both the original ESO game along with the collector's edition of Summerset. Don't know for sure if the Morrowind expansion that I got with Summerset is the collector's edition or not, because I didn't get Morrowind when it first came out. I actually got it. I got it for free when I purchased Summerset. And when I purchased Summerset, I got the collector's edition of that because I wanted the extra in-game stuff. Like, comes with an extra in-game pet, and specifically in-game mount, which I thought was pretty awesome too. And I did get another mount when I pre-ordered it. So I'm thinking it might be the collector's edition. I'm not 100% sure. But it looks cool either way. So I've got like four different collector's edition mounts, I believe. Let's see. I don't know what race I want to play. I'm definitely, like, I haven't done the warden class yet, so I'm gonna make myself a warden. I also haven't done a dragon knight, so I don't know what differences between those two really. These skills: skillful master of arms or master at arms, use ancient Cateura martial arts tradition, no battle spirit. I hope I'm not butchering that. Akavari. And wield fearsome magic that pounds, shatters, and physically alters the world around them. That sounds actually kind of cool. But the warden, I've always been curious about this because I see people running around with giant bears, and I'm like, that's got to be cool. Have this giant bear following you around as essentially your slave. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do a warden. And if I remember correctly, wardens, yeah, they use frost spells, so they're more magic class. So let me find a race that will give me bonuses to that. I mean, I could go straight to high elf because I know that they have the increased magicka bonuses. Yeah, see, they get regaining magicka and giving them bonuses to base magicka and experience gains. That's kind of cool. Man, everyone's going live right now on Twitch, so I'm getting all these notifications. I know dark elves are usually pretty good with magic. Let's see, they get bonuses in stamina or magic, specifically in fire magic, and I think we saw that it was frost magic for, yeah, frost spells. So I don't think I'm going to do a dark elf. High elf is still sounding like the better choice. What else we got? There's the Bretons. They get bonuses to magicka, magical recovery, light armor, alliance point gain, spell resistance, which might be nice. And they have an affinity for the arcane. So we got red guards. They're more for stamina, so I don't think that'll be good to play as a warden. Nords, I know they can do it, and it'd be cool to be a Nord with a bear, because I think that just, they fit. Like, my definition of a Nord, I almost feel like it's like a Viking. So like I kind of like that idea of like a Viking running around with a bear, and they have the health regeneration along with frost resistance. That's not necessarily going to help me with casting frost-based magic. Let's see what else we got. The wood elves. They are improved archery, and it's all stamina and stealth-based. Reduced fall damage, which would be nice, but I don't think that's necessarily something I need for a warden. Orcs are definitely out. They're all stamina, and that's not going to help physical attack. Argonians, let's see here. Bonuses to healing. Healing receives restoration, poisons, potions, swimming, magicka, and health. Still not necessarily anything to get fussy over when it comes to that. And we got a Khajiit. And I always like playing Khajiits too, because I'd love to see, like, I'd love to have a tail. Like, why don't they have more characters with tail? You got the Argonians with the tail, and then the Khajiits with the tail, and that is pretty much it. I don't think anything else has a tail. Yeah, nothing else has a tail. Alright, I think I'm going to just go with my instincts, and then we're going to make a high elf. Just because I like the increased magic bonuses that they get. And they get increased experience gains, so I should be able to actually level really fast. Level up, especially my base stuff with this. Alright, so we're going to make a warden. Let's see, what do I want her body like? I like to mess around with this. I don't like to stay typical. Like, I know a lot of people like to think thin and muscular would be the type you'd want to go to, but I want it, like, you know, more classy. Oh, let's go ahead and do this too. Got the champion gear. Ooh, that looks kind of cool, actually. That looks really cool. I like that. Well, let's see him naked, because I like to do tattoos and body paint and stuff too, usually. She looks kind of thick. I like my girls with some curves. Alright, we're gonna go with the height. Let's see. I'm a little short, so we're gonna go to the shortest. Let's see, the skin color. A lot of options here. I'm gonna go a little darker. Oh, that's like really bright. Like someone needs to go spend some time in the sun. Let's a little bit darker than that. That looks good. Body markings. Here's the fun part. It looks like freckles everywhere. Who doesn't like a imperfect looking person? Let's see, I can't even really see what's going on with that one. Oh, there we go. We got some tattoos and body paint. It looks like some scars, like maybe she tamed the bear, and that's what's, you know, like when you have a pet cat and they're just getting used to you, and like not necessarily a kitten, but maybe an actual cat that you adopt, and they start scratching the hell out of you. It's kind of what I imagine when I'm looking at this. I'm sure if an actual bear were to attack somebody, the claw marks would actually look a little bigger. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but bear paws are like huge. I don't know, maybe that's accurate. Looks like some scars and burn marks. Now I've made one character and her hands are all burned up and stuff, and I kind of integrated that into my own personal story with her. I'm not going to do that again though, because, you know, keep playing the same person over and over again, it's no fun. Looks like they got bit by a zombie. I don't see anything on there for this one. Now we got a couple stab wounds, it looks like old ones so that have healed over. Oh, she's got the tattoo there, more tattoos. Ooh, full body tattoo. That actually kind of looks cool. I feel like they don't do it enough justice. You almost never get to see this stuff. Now, why are these tattoos like shining? Like, I've never seen someone with a shiny tattoo. It's usually like the skin's shiny because it's fresh and they put lotion or whatever on there to allow it to heal. I mean, I'd love to see a golden tattoo that actually shines on somebody. It'd be interesting to see. I think we're gonna go... Where was that one that I really liked? You know what? I'm gonna do the arms. I kind of like that. It does look kind of cool. You might get lucky on occasion. There are gear in here that I know about that will show your arms off a little. Torso size, I'm not gonna mess with that. Chest size, you know, we gotta make that bigger. No, we don't. A little bit bigger. Gut size, do we want a belly? Give her a little tummy. Yeah, a little one. Waist size, let's see what that does. It's thin, it's thick. I'd like them a little thick, so let's do that. Arm size. I feel like that's gonna make her look like kind of like a, I don't know. Hand size, want me to change that. Posterior dimension. Oh, she gotta have a butt. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Leg size. She got legs. She knows how to use them. Yeah, there we go. Foot size. I don't know why this matters. Oh, it makes it wider. That's weird. Make it like thinner look right, you know? Like a narrow foot. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go with the softer face, I think. Yeah, I think that's like a good shape. Make it a little older. Let me see, like a little bit of wrinkles. Not that old, there we go. Dormant. Let's see what we got here. Some earrings, some headgear. Make her look like a pirate. Let's see. I've often wondered about these things, like, do people think that something like that actually exists, or does it actually exist? I mean, how does that stick to your forehead? Is it super glued? There was the thin one that I really liked. Let's see, where did that go? I thought I saw a thin one. Well, the pearls is kind of nice though too. I think I'll do that. Alright, hairstyle. This is the fun part. And I'm going to be total girl here because, like, I like my girls to look cool. Let's see. That's some nice hair, but looks a little uptight. I should do the mohawk. I really should. No. There was one that I had seen. Oh yeah, this one. Like that, I think that's beautiful. Like, it's nice. Those are dreads. Never been a fan of dreads. She kind of looks like Laura Croft here, which I'm sure is the whole purpose of that look. That's something that you don't see too often. They don't ever add additional hairstyles or anything like that, it seems like. Alright, we're gonna go to the one that I really liked, which was right here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's go with the hair color. Now, I've seen one that I had liked earlier, and I think I'm gonna use that one. Sorry for the interruption. Cool color. That's the darkest. I thought I had seen one that was kind of like almost a purple. That might be a different character class or something. And it could also just be like the reflection from the skin. Actually, that's kind of nice. Let's see what else we got. I want to go back to that one. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I like that. Head markings. Let's see. Should I put something on my face? Do they have like just plain makeup? Do I need to have a scar? Oh, there we go. They do have some makeup, it looks like. I have golden lipstick. Every time I see golden lipstick, I think of the movie Basketball. When she polishes the knob. It's like one of the funniest jokes in that movie. Oh, kind of gothy looking, nice. I'm gonna do that. I think that's a good look. Forehead slope, cheekbone size, cheekbone height. We don't need to mess with any of that. Lip flare, ear tip flare. Oh, okay. Does that make her? Makes her ears stand out. Do a little bit. I don't want it to stand out too much. It's just enough to make sense. Have anything else? I think we're good there. Our voice. Let's hear a sample. Yeah.
Yes!
Not bad. Okay. I like that one. We'll stick to that one. Ooh, eye color. Let's give her some cool colored eyes. Let's see if we can find something worthy of her lineage. that just like pops. I like that. Like glaring at you. What are you up to? Yeah, she seems like not trusting. We'll do that. Eyebrows. What do we got here? Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could change the eyebrows like that. Let's see if we find something that I like. I don't know, but like when I see these eyebrows like this, it reminds me of like the cholas. Actually, that last one kind of fit her face. I think I'll go with that. Anything else? Oh, lip fullness. We want some full lips, or do we want some thin ones? Go a little bit thin, not too full, not too thin. I think we're good. Let's finish this up. Let's come up with a name. What are we gonna call her? See how this works. Dolores. Oh, looks like I might be able to do it. Let's do the tutorial. How about that? First time coming up with a name and it goes through right away. What do we got here? Here we go.
I'll help you get out of this place. You aren't frozen. You just think you are. You can move. You just need to remember how.
There we go. Oh yeah. And I always play third person or over the shoulder like this because I feel like it gives you a better sense of your surroundings while you're playing.
Now remember your strength, your power. Take a weapon. Feel the weight in your hand.
I always like to search the area too. In this case, it actually is helpful because there's all kinds of stuff that you can pick up, as you can see. I mean, I'm gonna be lockpick tight, it looks like, and watertight. Something's telling me I should probably consider doing alchemy for my my character later. I'm sure it's useful in its own ways. Oh, look at this. Ooh, I got some blue ones. I'm gonna go ahead and take those. I've already got an achievement. See, it was meant to be. What else we got? Alright, let's look on this right here. Nothing there. Oh, we got an urn to search. Found some bracers. What's in this one? More water. I'm telling you. I'm gonna have a ton of water. Oh, check that out. A shield and a dagger. More water. I'm supposed to take this sword, I guess. And this is where I learned to equip the sword. So I guess you have to press the options button. Yeah, we know about the inventory. This is all the stuff I've picked up already. Can I use this? I can. And I gained the skill line woodworking. Cool. And provisioning. Nice. Look at that. Already got 9 natural waters and 4 clear waters. And I can't use either one yet. And I have to equip the Forgotten Adventurer's Greatsword. For some reason.
Now go. Beyond the door. You need to see for yourself before I tell you more.
I guess I should go ahead and equip the shield. Or should I do... Ooh. Is the greatsword two-handed? It is two-handed, okay. So, not equipping anything else, I guess. And it looks like I'm going to be wearing medium armor. I've already got... Yeah. I got my champion system to go through, because I do have a character that's level 50 already. Like I said, I know that I'm using Magicka, so I guess the Siphoner might be good. What else? I can go with that. Let's see what the lover has to offer. Stamina, Magicka, increases your Magicka and stamina. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do... That's the Magicka recovery. Increases the Magicka and stamina your fully charged heavy attack restores. Okay. Well, Arcanus seems like a good one to go with here, but let me see what the Shadow has to offer. We've got Stone Ward, Shade, Befoul. I think for sure I'm going to do the Lover, and I'm going to put my points into Arcanist. And we'll confirm that. Yeah. Now let's look at the Apprentice. Increases healing, critical damage and critical healing. Elemental Expert. Frost, Flame, Shock, Magicka damage. Increases your spell penetration. I happen to know how important that is. That's a good choice there, it looks like. The Atronach, Master at Arms, damage done with direct damage attacks. Increases your damage done to an enemy with damage shield. Huh? Increases your damage done to enemies with a damage shield. Okay. So they have to have a shield. Increases your damage done with light and heavy attacks for two-handed, one-handed, and shield, and dual wield and bow. Not gonna do that. I'm not going to be using a staff, I don't believe. So we've got might, increases your physical, poison, and disease damage done. Increases your physical pen. Increases your critical damage and critical healing with stamina abilities. Increases your damage done with DOT effects. Alright, well, I'm going to play it safe and go with what I know, which we will do. Increases your frost, flame frost, shock, and magic damage. So we'll go with that. Confirm. Alright, and now I've got the steed here to look at. Let's see, we've got medium armor focus, might be good. Spell shield. Ironclad. Critical resistance, which is always nice. That's the lady got to offer. Light armor, thick-skinned. Elemental defender. Reduces damage taken by physical, poison, and disease damage. Okay. What does the good old Lord have for us? We got damage taken from light and heavy attacks, effectiveness of your shield, damage shield, increases your healing received, heavy armor focus. Well, like I said before, I believe we're going to be using medium armor, so I might as well just put it into this. Okay, so increases your physical resistance by 713 while wearing 5 or more pieces of medium armor, which I have learned is essential. Okay, so now that we've done all that, let's go ahead and move on with the tutorial. Equipping 3 pieces of light, medium, or heavy armor will unlock a skill line with new abilities. I think I've already looted everything in this room. Oh, nope, there was something here. What's that? Another lockpick. Is there anything in here? Oh, there's a coffer. 2 more lockpicks. Oh, what we got here? We got a shield. Anything else? I got a helmet. Hey. Makes me wonder, does anyone else have a helmet and I missed it? Yep, there was a hat right there. Ooh, homespun hat of health. It's a green. Just double check one last time. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and put that hat on. I can go rawhide, or I can do that, which increases my health along with my physical resistance. I get more physical resistance with that. I think that's also because I'll be equipping 3 and 5. I'm gonna have to have something that's light armor anyway, so might as well do this. What else? I'll find another shield. What else did I find? Oh, supplies, I see. I've always said this, if you want to tick me off, I need to see these check marks and make sure that they go away. I hate it. Now look how beautiful this looks. Like that. I feel like I'm on the inside of the brain looking at someone's neurons and synapses. Which is ironic, because that's exactly where we are. We're inside our own head. Yes, I know, we can change perspectives.
You've been imprisoned in this mind trap by an entity called Cateura.
You hear that? We've been imprisoned in the mind trap.
It's stronger than you know. It may appear beautiful, but it's an illusion. A trap designed to control you.
Yep.
Cateura won't tolerate your resistance much longer.
There is no escape. I will break you in time. Watch as I turn your own memories against you.
In the mind trap, memories can kill you.
Alright. See what we got here. Got some new weapons. I'm gonna go ahead and put the iron sword on. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do sword and shield for now. Okay, we got a chest. No. Feet. Gonna go ahead and put medium on my feet. There we go. That gave me a skill line. Yeah, I got my medium armor skill line. You know what? Might as well do this so that I have the skill lines. Go to heavy. 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 That gave me that one. Let's see, we got light. That's what we were wearing. Well, I need light for that. Nothing there. Put the mediums back on. Put the mediums back on there. Alright, medium, 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 and light. Thought I had something heavy. Let's see how we do. Tap R2 to... I'm not gonna do any
Another
light.
one. Defend yourself and strike back. A magic user. Interrupt the spell and retaliate. Well done. With every
Alright, level 2.
resistance grows stronger.
Go ahead and follow her for a little bit. My medium armor increased, which is what we want. One hand shield. Oh, what's that? Oh. Got a iron helmet. What's that? Oh, it looks like a quiver. Oh, it is. There's a bow. Alright, before we go any further, let's go ahead and claim our rewards for leveling. And know that Magicka is my primary. What's the skill advisor say? We're going to go ahead and do dive. Purchase that. Mainly because I just like the way this looks. It's a little dude flies out of the sky and hits him right in the face every time. It's great. Press X to jump. Okay, thank you. So she's got to stay up there and I got to jump off, which means I better be done up here. I don't believe I've missed anything, so voila! Here we go! Search this backpack. Oh look, there's a shield just sitting there. It's a regular maple shield. What's this? There's a sword in the ground. Regular iron sword. There's a larva next to a bag. Let's see, I want to search that bag. Oh, he had some rawhide scraps. Let's see. Ooh, good find. I got a pattern and a dagger. Let's go kill this guy over here. Just keep throwing dudes in his face. There you go. Something in the sack. We got some honey. Alright, my medium armor increased to 2. Didn't it already increase to 2? Dive rank 2. Alright. Doesn't look like anything is here on those guys. So I just had a couple of fights for no reason. Ah, restoration staff. And, yeah, I thought I heard something attacking me. More rawhide scraps. See, I like crafting armor, so that's going to come very handy when when I get out of here. Oh, what do we got over here? We got another shield. Some iron boots. Ooh, got an iron cuirass. Anything on him? No. Well, let me go ahead and put on that cuirass, because I need to make sure I have something that's heavy. Alright, so medium, 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 heavy, heavy, light. Oh, these shields are better. I'm gonna move one of those. It's a better iron sword. Told you, just put an exclamation point somewhere. I gotta get rid of it. Let's go ahead and learn that. Alrighty.
The pearl! It's the key to escaping this mine trap.
Has anyone else... I wonder if that's just the thing that I have. Like, is that my little version of OCD? I've gotta get rid of that stuff so that I can continue on with the game. I'd love to hear from anybody, so when this goes on YouTube, be sure to leave a comment.
Done. Now destroy the pearl and wake up.
Destroy the pearl. Oh, I don't want to. It looks so pretty. And here comes Summerset. Now I'm going to tell you right now, when I first saw this place, I was in awe. Like, it is a truly beautiful looking place.
Well.
And here's the lady that was guiding us through.
It gladdens my heart to see you awake and free, my friend. You're the first to respond to my help and escape from that entity's grasp. am Oriandra, and I wear the cloak of the Sijic Order. I came to Summerset at the behest of our Right Master, when I sensed a dark and powerful mind magic emanating from this area. When I noticed your predicament, I knew I had to intercede. Take a moment to rest, but once you've shaken off any residual effects of the spell, I might require your assistance. And take this. I assume it belongs to you. It was near your unconscious body when I found you.
So you mean to tell me you looted my body and gave me back my stuff as, like, for what? Oh, hey, what's up, Midnight? I didn't know you were watching.
Caught in Cateura's mind trap. If you find yourself in the area, you might be able to assist.
Isn't that funny, though?
Stay safe, and remember, you have a friend in the Sijic Order.
I don't know how you're watching, though, because it says... Oh, there you are. Now you're watching.
The Sijic Order
Just some of the video game logic on here is crazy.
More akin to a monastic order than to the upstart Mages Guild, for example. We once served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, before we departed the world to pursue other interests. It means just that. We took our island of Artaeum and sent it someplace else to better promote meditative study and contemplation. We maintain an interest in Tamriel, though, hence my appearance here during your time of need.
Appreciate the assist, lady.
I haven't isolated the source of the mind magic, except that the malevolent entity calls itself Cateura. It imprisoned you in the mind trap in order to control you, but to what purpose, I'm not sure. I have no idea. Whoever or whatever Cateura is, it wields powerful mind magic. Much more powerful than anything I've ever encountered before. The mind trap is an insidious spell that has ensorcelled a number of victims. I'm still watching.
Alright, I'll be waiting here for you. I'm going to be broadcasting for a while, bro.
You weren't the only newcomer to wander into this mind trap. Even a number of high...
Alright, I'll be sure to check you out when I see it come up, man. Thanks for watching.
With my help, though, you were the first to break free. That gives me hope that I can eventually save the others. You noticed that, did you? Very observant. The mind trap created replicas of items you already possessed. You needed them, so they became real inside the illusion. And of course, you'd still have them in the waking world. They are real, after all. The Sijic Order is an ancient society of mages, more akin to a monastic order than to the upstart Mages Guild, for example. We once served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, before we departed the world to pursue other interests.
Alright, level 3. Woo! Whoops. So I'm gonna get my fortifying meal. Go ahead and put my point in the Magicka. Gotta get rid of my check mark. Let's see what the skill advisor says. I'm going to do, let's see, fungal growth. It's an instant cone. Seed an area of large area of mushrooms in front of you, healing you and your allies for 3,125. Or I could do frost cloak. Wrap a thick cloak of ice around you and your allies. Ice grants major resolve and major ward, increasing physical and spell resistance by 5280 for 18 seconds. That's a long time. That's an area, that's a cone. Let's do the frost cloak. Oh, still got 1 point left. So let's see. I guess I'm gonna do them both. Get the fungal growth too. Alright. Is there anything else in here? We got some urns back here. Oh, check that out. Another necklace. And some more water. I'm definitely not going thirsty in this game. Speaking of water, I'm not going thirsty in real life either. Let's see what we got here. Materials. Okay, slottable. There we go. I'm actually just going to go ahead and eat that because that lasts for 2 hours. Don't want to use a bow. But I do have legs now, and it's another piece of light armor. I got my necklace. Alright. So let's see how we get look here. Light helmet. Light helmet. I can go ahead and switch that to a medium now, I think. Heavy, heavy. Do I have anything else? I'm not on either one, so I better keep that light so that I can level the light armor. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let me get some better gear here. So let's go ahead and get out of here. No, I don't need you crouching.
Let the cat fight those monsters. I'm getting out of here. The island sprung a leak. Run!
The island sprung a leak?
First, the Queen issues a decree that changes the status of Summerset from an isolated paradise into a tourist attraction. Now monsters, sea creatures. I've never seen anything like them. Well, I say let the cat fight them. Better him than me. Suddenly the ground opened, spewing water and strange creatures. They attacked us.
Sprung a leak.
Luckily, one of the newcomers, a Khajiit, leaped in and drove them back. Called himself Razumdar. He could probably use some help if you're so inclined.
More water. Nothing over here. I like how just everything's dead, but when you go up and talk to Razumdar...
Have you ever seen such creatures? Raz has not. Probably neither have you. You are a newcomer, yes? New to this island of high elves? This one has an eye for such things. And you look capable. So can Raz interest you in some cloak and dagger work? Ominous? No, nothing of the sort. Well, maybe a little of the sort. Depends on how things develop. Raz has come to Summerset at the behest of Queen Irene to make sure her decree regarding the opening of the island proceeds as she directed. Ask some questions, determine the mood in Shimmerin, and see how the newcomers are faring. Rumors have reached the Queen, and she's concerned. So Razumdar comes to see what is happening and fight strange creatures. Now Raz is concerned as well. While you ask questions around the city, Raz can take care of some other business. It may or may not involve scratching and clawing. Let's meet near the entrance to Shimmerin when you have something to report. Raz never saw such monsters in his life. They appear related to water, but this one tends to avoid this stuff. That pearl, though, Raz swears it was calling those creatures. A mystery for another time, perhaps. Now, we need to see to the newcomers. As a matter of fact, Raz made a list. Old Newell, a high elf artisan, spoke out. See what she complained about. Then there's Sourcils, a persecuted Argonian newcomer. Finally, Ranuel, a city resident noted in the Divine Prosecution's observation log. Old Newell complained about it. No. Raz doesn't want to prejudice your investigation. You will find out when you talk to her. The artists like to gather shells along the eastern coast. She uses them to make paints and dyes. True, not enough syllables. Ranuel's a Redgar, whose family has lived in Shimmerin for generations. He's a well-respected trader, with a few warehouses along the docks. Talk to him before the Divine Prosecution decides to arrest him. The Divine Prosecution serves as lawkeepers and protectors of social standards. Very persnickety. When rules are broken, they record it in their observation logs. If your name winds up on their list, things get complicated.
Good use of the word persnickety.
Old Newell complained about
I already said that. Let's
something
talk
to
to
do
him.
with monks and newcomer registration. Raz is looking into that.
Well, what happened to my TV?
Sourcils was seen leaving the city and
there we
heading
go.
west. Probably trying to reach the water.
Midnight,
Wizards
if
like
you're
him,
watching
yes.
this still,
Not Raz.
how's the stream look?
Raz
Because
hates
I
that
upped
stuff.
it to a higher quality just in case people had HD. I didn't know if it was coming through right.
Nothing at all. Unless you think they came to Summerset because of the Queen's decree. No, that would be ridiculous. Let's not lose focus. Just see what Old Newell, Sourcils, and Ranuel have to say about newcomers and the mood in Shimmerin.
Alright. Oh, I forgot. I gotta set my mount. First, get rid of the check marks. Always getting rid of the check marks. Go to collections. Yep, I know. There we go. My mounts. I'm actually going to use my Nightmare Senche. Yeah. Let's go ahead and mount up. There we go. Oh, I think I gotta go down here.
Go find your own patch of beach. Not that you'd... An ultimate concept practiced widely here in Summerset.
Didn't mean
Alexon
to
is
skip
the
that.
state of perfection that every high elf strives for. The path to Alexon represents the approach we take to achieve that state. Now, why have you interrupted my work? I believe in caution as much as the next high elf, but sometimes the rules get in the way of common sense. My apprentice lived here for more than a year. Good help is so hard to find, especially among the newcomers. And she was adept at making dyes. They took her away. Said they had to scrutinize her qualifications, test her knowledge of culture and etiquette. But I haven't seen her since. My work suffers, so of course I complained to the monks. Now I have to gather my own shells. They told me I could fill out some forms and appeal to the kin lady. But who has time for such bureaucracy? And for a wood elf? I've said too much. I have work to do, and all this
Kinda
aggravation
racist.
has diverted my path to Alaxon.
Like, why are they hating on the Wood Elves? I understand that they're kinda similar. That's like saying, but he's black. Are they supposed to be like the white people of the elf community? Oh, got a merchant here. Let's go ahead and sell some of this extra stuff I'm carrying. Don't need any of this. Oh, now let me keep it. I forgot I can.
Interested in a pet?
If there's anything to sell. Yeah, that's not going to do anything for me. Or that. Or that. Alrighty. I'm purposely not looking in certain directions right now because I'd like the reveal to be pretty cool. When you guys see what Summerset looks like, it's freaking awesome. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this quest before we get
Seeking
to Summerset.
Headed to the fair. Just what? Indeed.
Look at this. Like, yeah, imagine this is what settlers were leaving England like back in colonial times when they were coming over to America. I feel like that's what this is. It's like, this is London. And I'm totally going in the wrong direction. Actually, there's a great view from over here. There's a whole city over there. And I'm pretty sure that's not even the big one. Like, that all the way back there. Can't wait to get over there.
Please, I was once like you.
I'll sit.
Hurrah, Caravel. How can a humble merchant help so exalted a personage on this fine and fine day? The Divine? Did a justiciar send you to harass me? I've lived in Summerset my whole life, and I did nothing wrong. You high elves. You say we're welcome, and then you treat us like criminals. Is there any wonder I had to speak out? After I filled out all the proper forms and arranged to bring my cousin here, the ship arrived and they carted all the newcomers away. For questioning, they said. I complained to the kin lady, but what has it profited me? Nothing. Oh, my family has been here for generations and generations. Before the Queen's decree, outsiders might have been rare, but we were not unheard of. Our business has grown and gets better every day. That's why I sent for my cousin. We need the help. Summerset is a rare and beautiful jewel in the Abetian Sea. I love it here. The High Elves treat us like children, but they have never been hostile. The Queen's decree has stirred the waters, though. I fear it will get worse before it gets better.
Alrighty. Okay, so now I gotta go meet up with Razandar. Oh. Which way do I go? This is that way. Is that up here? No. Maybe it's around this way.
This is unheard of. Why have you closed the monastery?
Good people, I hear your concerns.
But the workers I hired, they were aboard the ship from Rivenspire.
The kin lady and I, we have only your best interests in mind. Every guest must be sequestered while we ascertain their suitability for Altmer society.
The old dog's right. Lock up the newcomers.
Send the newcomers back where they came from. We don't want them here.
Not to get political, but isn't this sort of like us dealing with the refugees coming from different areas of the world? I feel like it's the same story.
Such anger. Raz never expected to hear such words from the Queen's loyal subjects. The sentiment isn't universal, but enough feel this way for Raz to be concerned. Did you learn anything interesting from the people I sent you to talk to? Sequestered. Just a different word for imprisoned, yes. Ranul's cousin just arrived, but O'Newell's assistant has lived on Summerset since long before the Queen ever issued her decree. What about the lizard? What did Sourcils have to say? Why would the Aldar gather up newcomers and non-High Elf residents alike and send them to the monastery? Does the King Lady condone this behavior? Raz's head itches, and not in a good way. Our course is clear, Five Claw. We must go to the monastery. Raz admires your enthusiasm, but this one needs you to enter the monastery on your own. Raz has other fish to catch. This one will help you get past the sentry, though. When you notice that the sentry is distracted, just sleep quietly inside.
Sounds like a plan. This part is actually kind of funny, I think. They're like, hey, don't I owe you money for the lottery that you didn't participate in? I think I gotta go. Oh. This way. Isn't it this way? I think it's this way. Is it up here? I got lost. I knew I should have opened up a map. Yeah, I was supposed to go the other way. I guess I can go around this way. Right? Oh, that way.
Mara, help me. An adventurer? Oh, praise you, Mara, for hearing my prayers. Yes, I'm sorry. No? You have a... Some do, yes.
Skip through that.
You there! I have a... Damn it, why won't this work?
Did you see a golden knight?
I have no idea what that was, and I'm not sure I want to know.
There we go.
Sadly, Raz owes you for that game of cards and has come to pay.
Well, I don't recall any. You
and some gold.
That gets me. It's like those spam emails that you get. Hey, this guy wants you to hold on to some money for him. Search the drawer box, might as well, right? There's another one there. One right there. Ooh. I got me a enchantment. Okay, so I guess that counts as one bookshelf. Sure. Yeah, that's one book. I always search these because sometimes, not always, but sometimes you get advancements in skill lines. Okay, took that. Got over here. List of sequestered guests. Okay. Got that. Looks like there's something over here too. Dang. Sounds like someone kicked the kitty.
No, not now, please. Your spiritual well-being can wait until after my nap. You'll have to ask one of the monks that the new Aldork brought with him. They deal with all the newcomer testing and evaluations. I'm just a simple monk trying to catch up on my sleep. That was a hint, by the way.
Oh, subtle.
Aldork Tilkala arrived right after the Queen issued her decree. He came highly recommended by King Lady Avanice, or so I heard. It's not unusual for monks to form attachments and move together, but there's something strange about that bunch. The Aldork and his monks keep to themselves. They've taken the Undercroft for their own purposes and ordered the rest of us to avoid the ancient vaults beneath the monastery. Now, please, let me get back to my nap. Again with the questions about the newcomers. Why does a newly arrived High Elf care about the complexities of Summerset bureaucracy? Still, if I had to guess, I'd say they were taken into the Undercroft for registration and processing. Now go away.
I'll let you nap, you old codger. Why? Well, I guess there's other stuff to look at, but no, he's the only one that I see.
No, not the Aldork, the monastery.
Alright, I guess I was supposed to say that before he'd let me do anything else. What we got? Oh, it's above. I guess that means I gotta go back. See, someone stepped on that cat. Go up here, let's check around. Oh, hey. We can search all these? Sweet. I like not getting in trouble for stealing. Ooh, pumpkin cheesecake, alright. It's not August yet, but you know. That doesn't ever stop white girls from drinking pumpkin spice lattes. Just totally looted that entire room. Now I got a bunch of question marks. Oh, it's a weapon glyph? Alright. Let's make my iron sword better. There we go. Honestly, this works sometimes. Of course, today is not that time. Is there anything else in that room? I didn't really bother looking. This is books. Alright. What else we got here? Oh, I got this pearl. I wonder what this is going to do.
Unusual knick-knack for an Aldark's office, wouldn't you agree? I noticed you skulking around while I was engaged in some skulking of my own. I suppose we both came to the monastery with a similar purpose in mind. The sequestered newcomers. I came to find out what happened to a friend. I assume that's what brought you here as well? A house of worship shouldn't be used as an internment camp. And it shouldn't be locked to the public either. Interesting. I've never seen anything quite like it. I find it intriguing and a bit disturbing. But we aren't here to discuss curios. Strange creatures notwithstanding. We need to find out what's happening with the missing newcomers. The sentry doesn't appear to have stopped you, so I could ask you the same question. Let's just agree that we both have our methods. Curious, but I feel that there's more going on in Shimmerine than the usual politics and community relations. That's the question, my cautious friend. We have a newly appointed Aldark and a disgruntled kin lady, both opposed to the Queen's decree. What's their connection to the missing newcomers? I was about to explore the Undercroft. Care to join me?
Meet you there.
A curious pearl. I wonder where the Aldark acquired it.
Is that a box? Yeah.
I'll meet you
and a lockpick.
And we can see what's going on with the newcomers.
I'm bound and determined to find a book that's going to give me a level in something. There we go. Yay, jewelry crafting. That's the new skill line I've been wanting to get. It went up to level 2. That's awesome. I guess I can break down jewelry now too. I wonder how that's gonna work. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to... Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Am I supposed to go down?
What's the matter with you? Get out of here.
Make me. Ha 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 ha. Rawhide helmet. Conundrum. Empty trunk. Rawhide bracers. Actually, that might be interesting. Let's see. Do I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else that's light. Slightly better. Nice. And I get that one right off the bat, the engraver ability? Cool. Oh, okay, it's because you have to once you get it. Okay. That one's empty. Another recipe, and it's blue. That one was better. Yay.
Don't trifle with me.
Okay, go down here.
Something's wrong down here. I sense magic. Vile magic. Cages. These people did nothing to deserve such treatment. There's someone alive over there.
Thank the divines! You aren't one of the monks. Please, let me out of here. It's a nightmare. We came to Summerset to seek new opportunities. We barely stepped off the ship when they marched us to the monastery. Instead of questioning us or the usual high elf bureaucracy, they locked us in these cages. The monks gathered them a few moments ago and took them through the door on the far side of the chamber. Please, let me out of here before they take me away like the others.
Is there...
Oh, thank you for setting me free.
Oh, she's gonna release the others? Awesome. I was thinking I was gonna have to do all of that. I'm not gonna make any coffee. Leave that there. Not gonna make that either. Let's talk to her.
A Daedra. Here? And that's a scoffin, if I remember my Daedric recitations correctly. Very curious. An excellent question, and one I hope to find the answer to. From the evidence before us, it appears this Nord killed the Scoffin before he succumbed to his own wounds. Good for him. I found this key on the creature's belt, so we can open that door. Then I suggest we pick up the pace. We need to determine what's actually happening down here, and who's behind all this. Without answers to those questions, we won't be able to decide on our best course of action. I'll explain everything later. For now, we need to hurry.
We need to hurry, but I want to explore. Look, there's ginkgo in that crate, and seaweed. I need all this stuff. That's why I didn't pick it up. Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna pick any of this stuff up either.
Daedric cultists? The pearls draining these people?
Oh, that's like the pearl that I escaped from. Am I supposed to do something? Defend? Am I supposed to talk to her to make her go down there?
More newcomers?
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, the magic only affects those who have been prepared. But never fear. Your turn will come.
Hold off these creatures. The pearl's magic attracts these creatures. Hold them off while I complete my spell.
Oh, that's gross. It like stuck to me.
Come on, let's talk outside. Those poor people. This wasn't just about newcomers and opposing the Queen's decree. That was Daedric magic back there. I just wish we had arrived a few moments earlier. I promised to explain what I know. I suppose that now's as good a time as any. I'm a member of the Sigic Order. Our Rite Master sent me to investigate a warning we received about a plot involving Summerset. My inquiries led me here. Oriandra is indeed a member of our ancient monastic society. We once served as advisors to the rulers of Tamriel, but that was before we removed our island home from the world.
I hate when they're choking on water.
But why are you involved in all this? An Eye of the Queen? Interesting. I diffused the Daedric magic and transported the pearl to Artaeum, the Sigic island, for safekeeping and study, so we can learn more about it. But we can discuss this further once we get out of here.
Before we go, I need to look at my inventory here. This is a one-way, but look at all those books. I'm gonna do it. Okay, those are all one. Ring balance increased to 3. Oh, that's my... Yeah, I forgot about that. Alright. Did I right-trick this side? I don't remember. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. Alright. Can't resist a good bookshelf. More water. I always find it weird when I find worms on somebody. Found a ring. Ooh, some green bracers. Yay. And I have to upgrade my bag space soon. And don't even have enough money to do it yet. I mean, I know they all stack and everything, but you never know. Ooh, another blue. Do these ones already? Nope. I think I got them all. We'll go down this way. go this way. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition? Nah. I'm busy with my ESO. Whee! Okay. So if you guys see anything that you want me to do or that I'm messing up on, feel free to say something in the chat. If you guys can hear me okay or not, that's helpful information too. I've heard that I'm kind of quiet. This may be an unusually long load time. You think? Wonder if that has anything to do with my stream. Like if I'm using up too much bandwidth or something.
Living on Artaeum for a few centuries doesn't prepare you for physical activity. Let the Eye of the Queen know what we discovered, and I'll catch up with you later.
Alrighty. Stay back there and catch your breath, lady. This way? That's the pack merchant. I don't have any gold really, so... Innkeeper.
Our poor city is overrun.
See if I got anything I can sell yet. Trash. Don't know if I can do anything with that yet. Material? No. Supplies. Here we go. By the time I actually get to learn this stuff to be able to do it the way that you're supposed to in the game, I'm gonna have so many recipes. It's gonna be awesome.
Ah, this one's new partner returns. What interesting scandal did you uncover in the monastery? Tell Raz every juicy detail.
You think I was telling him the last person I got laid with?
That isn't the kind of scandal Raz was hoping for. Murder, Daedric rituals, and traitorous behavior have a way of ruining an otherwise perfect day. We need to learn the extent of the Kin Lady's involvement. And by we, Raz means you.
Of course you mean me. This game wouldn't work any other way.
Accuse? Not exactly. Raz wants you to talk to her. See what she knows about the Oldar. The Kin Lady is meeting with local leaders. Attend that meeting and learn the truth. This invitation and set of elegant clothes will get you through the door.
Ooh, I get elegant clothes?
A Sijik? Raz has heard rumors, but there are always rumors about the Sijiks. For an island of sages who disappeared more than 300 years ago, they certainly seem to get around. Did this Sijik mage say what the Order was investigating? There was a life-sucking pearl. You should probably have led with that bit of information. Well, we can worry about the Sijik mage and figure out where these pearls came from later. For now, go see what the Kin Lady has to say. Kin Lady Avanice and Raz do not get along. You see, there was a horse, a platter of pudding tarts, and... No. This one won't bore you with the sordid details.
That's the kind of details I want to know.
Behaves well when they see Raz.
I love a good joke.
More than I do.
Or a funny story. Raz, sometimes you disappoint me. But I will agree, you probably are the fan favorite. No, I'm not stealing. Get that shit off my screen. I didn't know you could do that. Cool. Nope, not that way. Use elegant outfit. Okay. Ooh, that is elegant. I wonder if I get to keep that. I'm supposed to, I guess, go this way. Can I look at your bookshelf first? Thank you. Oh look, 2 more bookshelves. You guys are so learned.
Yes? And who might you be? The Kin Lady is currently engaged. She's holding a conference with Shimmerin's elite to discuss certain political matters.
Welcome back, Midnight. I missed you.
Yes, so you do. And may I say that your outfit is suitably elegant. Please, head into the garden.
We all have concerns regarding the Queen's decree. I assure you that I am working with all
Not bad. I've been making some funny puns, because, you know, gotta keep it entertaining.
Enjoy the food and drink. Business of the city requires my attention, but I shall rejoin you shortly.
Okay, so now what am I supposed to do? Oh, okay, here we go. Let's talk to dude.
I see the Queen's decree has even attracted some of our wayward brethren back to our shores. But make no mistake, Ultima or not, You're as much a newcomer as one of those cats or lizards. You heard that somewhere, did you? I'll have to have a discussion with the Divine Prosecution about how lax our security has become. No, I jest. The Kin Lady and I have nothing but the best interests of Summerset and the newcomers in mind. You really are well informed about things here in Shimmerine, aren't you? For an outsider. Though your heritage might be Altmer, but you aren't a native of Summerset. You simply don't have the bearing and cultured air of a true child of the island. That's a serious accusation to toss around so casually. What did you say your name was again? I want to make sure to add it to the Divine Prosecution's observation log. For your own protection, you understand?
Yeah, right.
I suddenly remembered
You're gonna put me on the list.
to deal with as well. Feel free to pester.
Am I the only one that thinks this is like a Schindler's List type deal? But nothing else out here. Above. Let's go upstairs.
How dare you barge into my home without so much as a by your leave? I'm sorry, Kerem, but I have no time for petitions or solicitations today. I have important work to get back to. Perhaps you can talk to my cousin. She's the Canon Reeve of our fair city. Such innocence. You really want to know why I oppose the Queen's order to allow newcomers to enter Summerset? Because I'm trying to protect both the island and the newcomers. It's in everyone's best interest that we maintain a separation. Aldark Tilkala came highly recommended. He has grand plans for protecting Shimmerine. Grand plans. Unfortunately, in my haste to deal with the Queen's decree, I may have made an error in judgment.
Oops.
Not that it's any concern of yours, but my Chancellor has been unable to verify the Aldark's existence prior to when we met, and I recommended him for the position at the monastery. I assure you, Kin Lord Millenthal praised Tilkala to no end.
I love how so much of this is like what actually happens in the real world. It's like, yeah, we recommend this guy. Nobody knows where in the hell he came from. But, sure, he can do it. He's qualified.
That's preposterous.
I agree.
Tilkala sequesters the newcomers to ascertain their suitability for life in Summerset. Those who pass will find a place here. As for the rest, they'll be returned to wherever they came from. That's what we agreed to.
It is, and it's so funny. It's like so many different things are going on in this, and it's great.
This message. It's from the Aldark himself.
The Coral Forest. An odd location for a meeting, but I need to hear the Aldark's explanation.
Alright. I guess it's time to leave this place. You've never played? Oh my gosh, dude, this game is so much fun. Any of the Elder Scrolls games or just this one?
Psst. Pretend you are adjusting your boot or admiring the architecture. As hard as it may be, look anywhere but directly at Raz. Good, good. Now, tell Raz what you learned at the King Lady's Manor. Raz thinks Avanis is as naive as she is complicit, but she's not a murderer. This new Aldark, though, has so much blood on his hands, it looks like he's wearing red gloves. From what I could discover, he didn't exist before he came to Shimmerine. The Coral Forest? A strange meeting place. Raz thinks we should go and see what the old Ark is up to. After I take back that outfit, I might need it again later. Ah, you have a pretty admirer, my friend. The Sijic sage, yes? Here she comes now.
I'm glad I found you.
Oh,
While
Razumdar
watching
likes
King
them
Lady's
old, huh?
mansion, I saw her ladyship sneak out the back and leave the city.
The King Lady is meeting the Old Ark in the Coral Forest. Raz smells something, and it isn't moon sugar biscuits.
Your reputation precedes you, Eye of the Queen. I am Valcerin of the Sijic Order, and I agree that the Aldark is more than a simple monk.
We should work together, yes? But let's travel separately to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Raz will find you both at the Coral Forest.
Oh, that's cool. I need to learn how to do that. Alright, let's see where I gotta go. Okay. Not too far. So Midnight, if you're gonna pick this up, best way that I've seen so far is just wait a little while, and that they always come out with like the unlimited Tamriel version, which will include a lot of the updates and expansions to the game, and you'll save a lot of money that way. If you're talking about any of the other Elder Scrolls games, like I know they keep releasing Skyrim on like every console. I know they're coming out with a version of it for the Nintendo Switch. But yeah, you gotta get the full complete edition. I mean, it's awesome. You get a lot of in-game extras too, like this cat that I'm riding around. That's from the Morrowind expansion. Do you play on PC or one of the consoles?
One of Somerset's more unique environments, the Coral Forest. I used to love coming here when I was growing up. We need to find out why the Aldark asked King Lady Avanice to meet him out here. Based on what we saw in the monastery's undercroft, I'm hesitant to use magic to locate them. I suppose we'll have to find them through mundane means. Too bad the Queen's spy isn't here yet. I understand he's good at this sort of thing.
Oh, we actually have to fight that? See if I can sneak around. Well, actually I probably should fight him. Need experience. Oh, it's a little baby snake with wings. can hear him, I don't see him.
The Aldark. We'd better hurry.
Ah, there we go. Am I supposed to... There he is.
Come, Nebara. Let me show you the power bestowed upon me by the Prince of Bargains. Yagra, destroy these fools!
Razumdar apprehended the Kin Lady. They're at the west edge of the Coral Forest. What happened to Aldark Tilkalar? Did he escape? I think we can conclude that Tilkalar wasn't actually an Aldark. At least, not with his connection to the Prince of Bargain's Clavicus Vial. Strange magic and creatures worry me, however. Hopefully the pearl I sent to Artaeum can tell us more. You'd be surprised what a particular object can reveal if you know how to unlock its secrets. I need to return and tell Right Master Ikesis all that transpired here. If you're willing, I'd like you to come to Artaeum and confirm my story.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
The Right Master leads the Psijic Order from Cateura Tower on the island of Artaeum. This spell attunes you to a portal near Shimmerine in the ruins of the Keep of 11 Forces. It always leads to Artaeum, no matter the island's current location. One more adjustment, and there! You are now attuned. Find me on Artaeum after you finish with the Eye of the Queen.
Sweet. Surprised I haven't leveled yet.
Five Claw. The Kin Lady and Queen Irene will be disappointed that the Kin Lady of Shimmerine allowed a false Aldark to murder so many newcomers. Such a scandal makes other travelers uneasy about coming here, yes? The Prince of Bargains. That could only be Clavicus Vial. What oblivion-inspired nest of vipers has Raz stumbled into? This one has a very bad feeling about all of this. Where is the Psijic Sage? Raz would like to ask her what she thinks. The Psijic Order's interest in all of this concerns Razumdar. This one has never had much love of magic, or those that practice the art. On the other hand, now Raz has his own person on the inside. An Eye of Raz, if you will, yes?
I've wondered how long he's waited to make that joke.
And discover what the Psijics have learned. When you return, you can tell Raz all about it, so he can pass it along to the Queen. Yes, Raz likes this plan. In the meantime, Raz will investigate the Daedric connection.
Have you come to gloat? To kick me while I wallow in my own misery? Well, go ahead. I deserve it.
I want her dress.
I met him at Kinlord Millenthal's party in Eleanor. We had similar ideas about the Queen's decree, and I recommended that he lead the monastery. Summerset isn't a stew pot, and the various races aren't ingredients to be sprinkled in like so much spice. What a hateful accusation. Tilcala told me he was going to send them back where they came from. I had no idea he planned to kill them. I give you my word. I just wanted the newcomers to go away. And to find out he worshipped Daedra? How cruel. I certainly hope not. We'll have to get the Divine Prosecution in there to gather up the monks Tilcala brought with him to Shimmerine. We can't have Daedric cultists desecrating a holy site. I suppose I need to beg for mercy from the proxy queen.
Alright, so how am I supposed to do that? I found a cooking fire. Can I make anything yet? I don't have any ingredients for any of this stuff. Alright. Probably should have gone to that first. Minor handy tip, if you are ever playing this game, visit the way shrines. Makes it way easier to travel in the game. Plus you get experience every time you walk up to one of those. Oh, it auto dismounted me. Cool. I guess no mounts allowed. What's up with that? Oh, cool. Alright, so I'm at a point of the game where everything is going to be new to me. Oh, that is cool. Whoa. someone's just like painting right here and left all their supplies. Uh-oh. What happened? I guess that was a little bit of a lag spike or something. Okay. God, that is so cool looking. Like, I wonder what that is. Is that like, are we inside of a bubble or something, I wonder? Oh, he's got a pet snake. I want one. Ooh.
And there was no sign of Lathan. I don't know whether to be grateful or concerned.
We'll find him, Val. Now go check on the Pearl while I speak to our new guest. What a rare honor Valcerin bestowed upon you. Only a select few not of our order have ever walked upon this sacred island. Val tells me your aid was indispensable in uncovering the false Aldach's plot on Summerset. Unfortunate, certainly. The magic you described sounds familiar, though I can't quite recall where I've heard of it before. I fear the pearls may be a harbinger of the threat Sourcils warned us about. Sourcils, one of the living gods of the Dark Elf Tribunal. He's an honorary member of our order. After an attack on his Clockwork City, he warned us about a Daedric threat to Summerset and Artael. I sent Valcerin to investigate. Indeed. But not until we finish studying the Pearl Valcerin brought us. There are mysteries to unravel, and Val believes you will be instrumental to our success. We can get started immediately, unless you want to explore our island first. The next step involves a thorough examination of the strange pearl you and Valcerin recovered from beneath the Shimmerine Monastery. Hopefully, we can learn more about the false Aldach and the source of the pearl's magic. We are the Sigic Order, friend of Valcerin. There is very little we cannot accomplish through the application of the old ways. Every object remembers its history. The trick involves selecting the correct ritual to reveal those buried memories. While I head inside to begin the augury ritual, I'd like you to go to Sourcils' study in the tower, find my acolyte, Oriandra, and ask her for Sourcils' amplification elixir. We may need it if the pearl proves to be resistant to our magic.
Alright, level 4. Let's go ahead and get my rewards. We're going to do medium for the pants. And next level, awesome. Alright, so let's see what the skill advisor says. You can get Scorch or Impaling Shards. Stir a group of shock. Shalk. Let's do that. That sounds interesting. And supplies. Okay, that's for armor. Light. Don't want to use light armor. That's going to be worth it. How much magic am I losing? Eesh, almost 1,000? Or, I guess it's what? Yeah, that's like 500. Alright. It's not too bad. I'm also losing that experience gained. But, you know, whatever. Alright, so let's see how much medium armor I have on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces. I need one more piece of medium armor. Oh, where'd that... Do I have something else that's light? No. Why do I have a craft bag? Hoping there's a crafting station of some type up here because I need to get rid of a lot of this gear. I'm pretty sure I'm close to full on my inventory. Let's see what this place looks like. Okay. What's this?
Friend of Valseren, I have a proposal for you. Tranquil greetings, Caraval. You will forgive me if I seem awkward. We rarely entertain guests here on Arteum. I am Caloris. Right Master Ikisis told me a great deal about you. I suspect he has plans for you within the Sigic Order. The Right Master holds you in high regard. That is proof enough of your worthiness. The Sigic Order requires practical wisdom, outside perspective. Unless I miss my guess, you can provide both. You would be a worthy addition to our ranks.
Sweet, I'm gonna join the Sigic Order.
Eager to begin? Good. Eagerness is just what we need. Your first lesson begins now. The Order has detected a number of irregularities on Tamriel. Small breaches in the fabric of time. I would like you to seal them for me. The first cluster of time breaches appeared on the Isle of Summerset. You should start there. Go speak with my apprentice, Josaja, in the Athenaeum. She will provide the tools you need. A map, Sigic seals, and the Augur of the Obscure. A noble heart and a solemn commitment to the good. Achieving membership in the Sigic Order is a serious and lasting endeavor. You must be prudent, but fearless. Withdrawn, but compassionate. It is not something to be taken lightly. Too reclusive, I fear. The truth is that we have grown old, Caraval. A mixed blessing, I suppose. Long years of seclusion have allowed us to study and learn, but always at the cost of our relationship with the outside world. We need youth, vigor. As your knowledge of the old ways grows, so too will the rewards. For instance, we are prepared to teach you new and powerful spells. As in all things, the best teacher is experience. This matter of the time breaches will act as your exam. Only this. Purge yourself of selfish intent. Membership in the Sigic Order will bring you both prestige and power, but such honors often lead to Wegnithir, the bad change. What you do in the Order's name, you do for others, never yourself. The map will show you the approximate location of each time breach. I apologize. Our visions, while powerful, are not always specific. Make your way to each X on the map, then use the Augur of the Obscure to discover the anomaly's exact location. These time breaches are not visible to mortal eyes. The augur, however, perceives time and space very differently. Gazing through it will allow you to peer through the veil, to see things both visible and invisible. Things like these breaches. Precisely. Think of them like bandages, I suppose, or tourniquets. The chrononymics they contain will stabilize the rifts and harden the walls of time around them, rendering the breaches harmless. They are quite easy to use, I promise.
Did he just, like, completely dumb that down? Not cool, dude. I have an intelligent brain.
I serve as the chief lawmaster here on Arteum, a grand title for a modest pursuit, truth be told. I protect and maintain our various libraries and archives, safeguard the details of our order's history, that sort of thing. 863 at last count, not including the Right Master's personal collection, of course. Don't trouble yourself looking for them. Many of them exist in quasi-planes and hermetic mind spheres. It helps keep things tidy. Comparatively, yes. Many of my peers spend their days examining the nature of reconstituted souls and studying Etata dream residue. Still, I love my work. It also affords me the opportunity to spend time with our initiates. Of sorts. I educate students on the importance of compassion, discipline, objectivity, and the like. Our order's chief virtues. It can be very rewarding, provided the students take such lessons to heart. I'm confident you will be such a student.
Oh, thanks. Goodbye. Let's go back to... Which one is it that I need? Quests. Yeah, I think it's that one. Yeah. Alright, so I've gotta find my way up, it looks like. Maybe it's this way. Ah. Huzzah. Cool little clockwork stuff going on. And I just thought my inventory is full. Whoa. I hope there's nothing like that out there that I'll have to fight.
I knew it the moment we met back at the ruins. I sensed there was something special about you. The fact that Valcerin hasn't stopped talking about you just confirms my original assessment. I'm glad I was able to help you escape that mind trap. That strange pearl has certainly been reluctant to reveal its secrets. The Right Master hates it when an inanimate object refuses to cooperate. Regarding the amplification elixir, I just cataloged it. It's a Sotha seal creation, as you'd expect. What? No, not in the traditional sense. He's not one of our monks, if that's what you're asking. More like an honorary member, I guess you'd say. According to my records, the silver vial should be right over there. As soon as the pearl arrived via Valcerin's transference spell, the Right Master gathered the Conclave to prepare an augury ritual. He's been cycling sages through to keep them fresh, while slowly increasing the intensity of the ritual. I'm the Right Master's acolyte. I have other duties to perform. Besides, such a complex ritual requires the power of the Conclave of the 11 Forces. I'm not that strong yet. Under the Right Master's tutelage, I expect to attain that rank. One day. Why does every High Elf think they're superior to the rest of us? Being an Altmer isn't a prerequisite for joining the Psijic Order. The Right Master saw my potential and honored me with an invitation. I'm proud of what I've accomplished here. I'm not allowed to reveal where you are or how our magic works, other than to tell you that you have arrived upon the fabled island of the Psijic Order, Artaeum. While we're not currently part of Nirn's reality, we still keep track of events there. I could say we have our ways and leave it at that, but you deserve a better explanation. The Right Master sends Psijics back to the world to perform tasks and gather information. Plus, we have powerful scrying magic that reveals all sorts of details. I was examining the vial of amplification elixir myself just a short time ago. It should be right over there.
Was Oriandra able to direct you to the proper elixir? Without something to amplify the magic, our ritual is going to fail. Just in time. For the next stage of the ritual, if you have no objections, I'd like you to join us. Your experiences alongside Valsarin might help reveal what has so far eluded our efforts. We'll handle the magic. You pour the elixir into the scrying pool and stand close. As the ritual's power amplifies, your experiences with the Pearl and the false Aldark should help the augury do its job. We want to discover the origin of the Pearl and its strange magic. In addition, anything we can learn about the false Aldark and his connection to the Pearl would be helpful. Otherwise, we're stepping blindly into Oblivion's maw here. Pour the elixir into the pool. That should provide the final boost we need to trigger the augury.
Here we stand, the most favored servants of Clavicus Vile, Nephala, and Nocturnal, on the verge of the greatest victory for our princes.
Are you sure those creatures can be trusted?
Have no fear. Isn't that why we formed the Court of Bedlam? Besides, what happens next in Relenthiel will seal Summerset's fate.
Interesting.
That was unnerving. It seems the false Aldark belonged to an alliance of Daedric cultists called the Court of Bedlam. Imagine, the faithful of Clavicus Vile, Nephala, and Nocturnal working together. This is more serious than I anticipated. No, but I'm hardly an expert on the Daedric cults of Tamriel. The magic I sensed in the Pearl, though, it doesn't contain the taint of Oblivion. We're missing something. But what? I suppose we'll need to find out what's going on in Relenthiel. I hoped you'd say that. Relenthiel sits to the west of Shimmerine, just across the mountains. I'll send Valsarin with you to talk to the Cannon Reeve. The false Aldark may be dead, but Mephala's and Nocturnal's agents remain, as well as the Pearls. I may not be a natural prognosticator, but I had a feeling you might. Go ahead. From what I've experienced, an alliance isn't just unusual, it's contrary to their very nature. Oh, they'll work together from time to time, but something as complex as what Sotha Seal hinted at is unheard of. Makes me interested to learn more. Very little, I'm afraid. The last time I passed through that area was more than 350 years ago. They made an exquisite wine, as I recall, and the House of Reveries theater troupe always put on an entertaining show. The augury ritual extracted a vision of the false Aldark and the Court of Bedlam, but nothing specifically about the Pearl. Its magic isn't Daedric, though. How they can steal life energy and use it to summon those sea creatures remains a mystery.
All right. I'm gonna have to teleport to a capital city here in a minute. Alrighty. Okay, it looks like there's a lot of people playing right now, so load times are getting longer.
You are the one I see. Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our world. If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? The matter is for your ears only. A passenger cabin in the interim suitor down at the docks. Do not tarry.
Interesting. It's a little different than I'm used to.
Greetings to you.
Alright. So this... no, I don't have Discord, unfortunately. I probably should get one though, I think, if I'm gonna be streaming all the time. So I've heard people tell me about it a little bit. I'm not 100% sure what I would need it for though. It's the only reason why I haven't gone out and gotten it yet. I know the bait's not a big deal. 4 spots open. Let's get rid of these 2 things too. Like, am I understanding right, it's like a chat program or something to make it easier for talking to people? Okay. Sounds interesting. The only issue that I currently see with getting it is I currently don't own a PC. I've got a tablet and then my cell phone, and how I do most of my stuff. I know I probably can get it on my cell phone, however, so that might be an option to consider. I'll have to give it some thought and see if I can... Oh, okay, you can't put it on your cell phone? Nice. Well, you've convinced me. I'm gonna have to do some research and probably get that. I mean, if it's free, right? Why not use it? I still got a lot of stuff on me though. It's probably easier to use that than the chat on this, is what you're saying, right? So that way I can eliminate that from the broadcast. I got rid of most of that stuff. Doesn't add anything, so I'm not gonna worry about that. What else do I have as far as inventory? Currency, supplies. Alright, I'm going to check it out after I'm done with this broadcast. I'm probably going to wrap this up very soon anyway. I don't like to make the videos too long because I do upload them to YouTube after I'm done. Anything to research with. What else was there I needed to do? A ton of materials. Place now. Can't wait till I get my bear. Alright, talk to her.
Ariel knows.
Oh, I do have gold in there. Cool.
Ariel knows.
Don't know why I had 2 of these frosted brain recipes, but got a new character, so they can learn it. Alright. How much do I have? Alright, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast here. Thanks for hanging out with me midnight. I'm glad you were there. You kept it interesting for me. Definitely, if you get this game, I play on the PlayStation. We'll have to hook up, and that way we can group together, and I'd love to hang out with you if you ever want to get this game and play. And I'll be watching out for your broadcast later, so hope to hear from you soon. Later. Yeah, for sure, dude. We gotta play together or something one day. I'm always looking for more people to play with. Right now, I mostly play with my brother on Smite, and we both play on the PlayStation all the time. So you can always find me on there. I'll send you a message one day, and we'll that way we can connect on PlayStation if you got that. I'll see you guys later.